How is it going then, everyone? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is the FIFA Analyst and we're going to be looking at a squad builder for yourselves today. It's the first one within FIFA 20. I've had some requests on who you should be looking at picking up in your teams. So we're going to start off with the 200k squad builder. So still relatively cheap. I would like to think that a lot of you guys have got more coins than this by now at this stage of the FIFA, However, if you're after, like, say, a fitness team, or you just want to try a team a little bit different, you might be liquid at the minute because of Black Friday coming up. So you might just want to spend some coins on some average players and have a team out there for you. If you do enjoy the video, please do let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Massive thank you for all the support on the videos recently. Also, we do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday over on twitch.tv. The links are in the description. So let's go and jump straight into it. There's one kind of man that you're going to be looking at in goal, if I'm honest with you. He's been used a lot by pro players this year, just because he keeps the rating down quite nicely. And we are going to be going for Areola in goal. He does the job quite well. I have used him myself. We're going to be having the Real Madrid version. He does the job quite well. He's 6'5". He's got a 3-star weak foot. For an 82 rated keeper, he does brilliant, to be honest. I'd recommend putting a cat on him. That's what I ran on him before. And he did the job. He's not as good as ter Stegen, but it's all about cost here. So we're trying to keep the cost down as little as possible, and Areola does that job. Now, goalkeepers don't cost a massive amount, so you could get ter Stegen as an option for you, but then you would need to get someone like Linglet as your centre-back. There's one centre-back of which I think everybody knows who we're going to be going on to here, just for that strong Real Madrid link, and he is Militao. There he is. He's an absolute machine this year, guys. He has got 79 pace, he's got 81 physical, 81 defending, 71 dribbling, and 66 passing. You want to be putting a shadow on him, make him an absolute animal at the back, just so you can increase that defensive duty as well as his pace. He is medium high, which is something that I do like with him. He's 6'1". Bit of a letdown that he's got a 2-star weak foot, so just make sure that you always play on his right hand side when you're attempting to hold the ball and pass it across. But for the price that this guy costs, I mean, we packed him, but I think you can pick him up for like 5-6k. He's not a massive amount anymore. At the start of the game, he was about 30, but now he just does the job perfectly. Moving on to the right back for us, as you can probably guess who it's going to be and how we're looking going down this right hand side, is Nelson Semedo, and we're just going to go for his 82 version. I do have his 84, which I got as a red card as well, which is quite nice. This guy is an absolute baller. He fights for the badge. He's brilliant, to be honest with you. He's really not a massive amount of coins anyway nowadays. He's dropped down to less than 20k, and he does the job absolutely fantastic. 91 pace, 92 sprint speed. You could chuck a shadow on this card. I run anchor, but a shadow is probably better. I've got shadow on my 84, but I'd run a shadow on this one as well, to be honest. Just because, yes, it makes him as quick as he possibly can be, but it's more about increasing that defending. Because he's got 81 stand tackle and 80 slide tackle. It's always good to improve that where you can as well. He's got good stamina. The guy will last you the whole game. Good aggression. Strength is a little bit low, so he might get a shoulder barge off the ball every now and then. But overall, he is a phenomenal player. So we're moving on to someone else, which you don't actually see in a massive amount of teams, if I'm honest with you. But he's got a fantastic card. I have used him in draft a few times, and he does the job brilliantly. I did ask for opinions of people on Twitter for what this card's like, and people rave about him. He really is worth picking up if you haven't got a massive amount of coins, which this squad is aimed at. He's got a 4-star weak foot, which is brilliant. Skill moves we're not too bothered about. He's 6'2", medium. This is the Scream card version, which is 86, where we've got 75 pace, 84 shooting for a CDM isn't bad, 79 passing, but then we're looking at this. We've got 81 defending, and we've got 88 physical as well, with 77 dribbling. So his agility and balance isn't the greatest, so he will feel a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow, but you can kind of get used to that and see how he does. A shadow could be suitable just to increase that acceleration and sprint speed, but then also you might want to chuck something on him that's going to increase his agility and balance. So just have a look at the chem styles, see which one you think is best, and chuck that on him as well. To be honest, guys, he's phenomenal. He's got 99 shot power, so if he gets in the box, which he's not going to do a massive amount being the CDM, but if he does get that, just take a shot with him, because he's going to do a little bit of trouble. And then when it comes to everything else, he's a very decent card, to be honest with you. He's a very, very decent card. 81 long shots as well, so not too shabby for a centre defensive mid. Moving on to the right-hand side, we are going to have one of my favourite cards this year. If you are going to Twitch streams, you go into Twitter, you'll know that I absolutely love this card. I think he is phenomenal. You can see with myself, 296 games, 62 goals, 74 assists. Hasn't got a massive amount of goals, but I think that's more down to the way I play. He's got 5-star weak foot and he's got 5-star skill moves. What's there not to like? He's high medium, 5'10". He's quick. He's got 94 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. And yeah, he's very, very good. The only downside to this card, in my opinion, is that his stamina is rubbish. He will not last you the whole game. So he has to come off 65th, 70th minute, around that sort of ball mark. But I mean, his card, it says that he's got 79 shooting. He feels so much better than that. Any chances that he does get, he just seems to take for me. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal card. I think if you're going to take either this team fully or you're going to take elements of this team, you've got to have this man in there. Does the job for me. Absolutely fantastic. So this is a card that I used at the start of the year and I was quite happy with him, if I'm honest with you. I haven't used him, obviously, in the current stage of FIFA, but I still think he can do a job quite nicely. The reason why I think this is because he's got decent defending, he's got okay physical, but it's the passing that I like. The fact that he is the one that's going to be able to play that pass, get you in on goal. In this particular formation, I forgot to mention, we go 4-2-3-1. You can use 4-4-2 as well if you like, but 4-2-3-1, and he will just do brilliantly next to Carvalho there, just next for us. He's medium high, so he's not going to be bombing forward, which is you want in the 4-2-3-1. You want your two CDMs to stay back while attacking and just kind of sit in front of that defensive line. And he's a baller, absolute baller. A bit of a letdown that he's only got a 3-star weak foot, but he's got 4-star skill moves. He's 5'11", so next to Carvalho, who is 6'2", these two should be a very good pair in that 4-2-3-1 formation. That is the La Liga side of things. Let's go and take a look at who we have got next for us to jump in. Now, this card, don't be put off by it. Joe Gomez, 80 rated. Every time I've used him and played against him, he's been a rock at the back. He's got 81 pace, he's got 79 defending and 76 physical. Chuck a shadow on this card and he will just do bits for you. If you did the SBC for the road to the final card, you can slot him in there lovely and nicely and he'll be brilliant. He's 6'2", medium, 3-star weak foot, will work absolutely beautiful next to Militao. These two are solid at the back. If you are after a cheap centre-back pairing, you cannot go wrong with these two, to be honest with you. They are by far the best ones out there. So moving over to the left back, you've got his partner in crime, Liverpool. We've got Robertson. Let's see where he is. There he is. Now, I have used him this year. He's mainly in just because there's not a massive amount of left backs in the Prem that are usable. I have used Robertson myself for 2 or 3 weekend leagues, and he's okay. He does a job. He's high. He's got a poor weak foot, but I don't find him to be the greatest left back. There's just something missing about him. I can't really work out what it is, but for the purpose of this team, he'll do the job okay. If a left back comes out in the Prem, that's better. You know, if an inform comes out, I know people use that Lucas Digne, but it's just 60k. You don't want to be spending that. Robertson will do the job, but if someone comes out, yeah, you'll probably look at getting them as well if you can. So moving on to the centre defensive mid and this particular formation, but obviously he's going to be playing up front for us, is Marcus Rashford. So you're going to have to convert him down to here. This is just for chemistry purposes. Marcus Rashford will be running the line up top by himself in the 4-2-3-1. If he plays in the 4-4-2, you want to chuck him up there as well. Let down with this card is that he's got a 3-star weak foot, but it's not too much of an issue. He's high, 5-star skill moves, which means he can basically pull anything out of the bag when he wants. 89 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. The guy is absolutely rapid. He's got 88 shot power, 81 finishing. Composure, we're looking at 78, which is a little on the low side, but you know, you've just got to try and do your best to get by with that. He will get you goals because he's that quick. If he comes up against a PK, possibly a Ramos, anything like that, he will be able to go through and just break through the back line, and then it's up to you to just put the ball in the back of the net. Good card. I used him at the start of the year. Was okay for me. I know a lot of people do rave about him though and do love having him in their side. So this is a card which I used as well along with Martial at the start of the year and did okay for me then. Could still do a job right now. Obviously with this sort of coins, it's not a team that's going to do fantastic against God squads. You know, if someone's got a 1.5 million team, you are going to struggle, but Martial can do okay for us. He will be playing at Lam in game or left mid. And yeah, he's 88 acceleration, 89 sprint speed. Shooting's a little bit on the low side, but dribbling is great. Physical's all right as well. Passing is low, so you want to increase that passing. And yeah, he does the job. He does what he says on the tin, basically. He's going to get you in down the line. He has got medium low. He's got a 3-star weak foot as well and 4-star skill moves. At 6 foot, he's similar to Rashford and still just one of them cards that's just suits the game quite well. Up top, this is a man that I've loved over FIFAs over the year. Alexandre Lacazette. Everyone's not going to be a fan of this card because he's not rapid. He will be playing at centre attacking mid for you if you're playing 4-2-3-1. If you play 4-4-2, I would play him up front as a false 9, and then I'd have Dembele and Martial on the wings, and then Rashford as a striker on getting behind. This card, 5'9", high. This is your man that you want. If it's going to fall to anyone's weak foot, he's the man that you want it to fall to, basically. He's got 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He's not the quickest, so you will want to maybe possibly put a hunter on him just to increase that sprint speed and acceleration. Shooting is good, though. If he gets a chance, guys, he's clinical. He will put the ball in the back of the net. He's got good agility, good balance. He's okay on the dribbling side of things. He feels quite nice, actually, in game. Physical, stamina, again, a little bit low. He's not the strongest on the ball. Passing is okay, but you probably want to, so you can either chuck a hunch on him if you just want that pure acceleration and sprint speed boost, but you probably want to look at a chemistry style to increase his passing as well. So you could look at something like a Hawk, maybe, could do okay on him. And that is the squad. So with this, De Jong isn't going to be getting full chem. He will get 7 chem after he's played 10 games for the loyalty. And then if you put a manager from the La Liga on there, he will get 8 chem. That is the only player that's not going to be on full chem. Other than that, the team chemistry is going to be 100. As of me recording this team costs you just under 200k, so not bad at all. I've used all the players. Have I not used anyone? I've used all the players, bar Carvalho, in a real game. I've only used him in draft, and he was okay in draft for me. Everyone else I've used in champs, rivals, and have done the job for me over the start of FIFA, really. So if you go and pick up this team, let me know exactly how you find it. If you did enjoy the video, then please do let me know by dropping a like and your thoughts down below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.